You have always wanted to create content, but you are seriously overthinking the whole process because you look at the whole process as one rather than breaking it down to steps. My name is Gamel, and I have over 200,000 plus followers and over 20,000 plus students. But all the time, I find myself overthinking the process. The first step that we have to deal with is actually the mindset of the fact that you question yourself all the time. Who am I to teach? You have something called the imposter syndrome. The imposter syndrome is where you doubt yourself and you ask yourself, am I a fraud for trying to behave like I know something? The truth of the matter is, in life, there are stages. There are stage one, two, three, four, all the way to like 10. There is someone who is at stage 10. You might not be at 10, you are just at 5. But then there is an experience, there is a skill, there is something you've gone through that you found solutions to, that you know easy. You have a strength in one particular skill or services, but there is somebody at stage 1. You can be a teacher, an expert, and a coach to that person. I want you to cultivate this habit. And today is day one of teaching you how to start and scale an online business and your content creation journey. So follow for more. Day two of teaching you how to create content online and build your online business. Here, we are just going to simply create the account. I don't want you to go with fancy tools or any stuff like that. Just open a Word document or open your Google Doc, and this is what you're going to do. You're going to go ahead and open a Google account, go ahead and create the account, open an Instagram account, TikTok account, YouTube account. Just open the account. That is the first step to dealing with what we call the analysis paralysis. You need to get out of your head and then put things into action. Once you've done this, you've actually dealt with over 90% of the friction that you're going through in starting. So make sure you open the account, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all these things, you got to do it. And one thing you need to do is create a Facebook page, connect your Facebook page with your Instagram account because we're going to need that so that we can cross post between Facebook and Instagram. That is done, and TikTok alone, and then YouTube itself. Don't overthink it. It is easier than you think. Day three of teaching you how to create content online and build your online business. After we've created the account, we're going to go into content creation. You have to be as authentic as possible. I know you might want to go for trends. You might want to look at what is working, what is happening, people dancing to some trend music, but you got to be authentic to yourself because the only time you will show up properly and be able to speak your truth is when you are being authentic and you're not trying to hide anything. Have you really gained those experiences? The thoughts, the things that you're talking about, are they from you or are they borrowed something? You can go to ChatGPT and get a script, but the most important thing is to speak right from the heart and the things that you believe. I am guiding and teaching people who are in the online space who are coaches and consultants. So these are people who have gained experience in one particular thing and they are now going out there to explain, to teach, and to share their knowledge. So it is important that you talk about things that you truly care about and are meaningful to you. So what are we going to do? You can open up a Notion, open up a Google Docs account, and start to write at least 4 or 5 pillars of topics you like to talk about. In my case, it was personal development, entrepreneurship, social media, online business. There are different pillars that you may have as a person. You might not want to talk about one thing alone, but you have to write these pillars down and under it, you're going to fill it out. This is all I want you to do on day three. Follow Gamila next for more. Let's go. Day four of teaching you how to create content and build your online business. Today, let's talk about the only tools that you need. Look at me. We have only 4 tools that you need to start creating content online, and they are all completely free. First, we're going to use Canva for our graphic design. From post, carousel, thumbnails, all your designs, your Instagram story highlights, your YouTube banner, everything you may think of, from creating logos and everything, you can use Canva for that. Next, we will be recording videos. You're going to use your camera on your iPhone or anything like that. Start simple. And once you are done, you're going to be needing to edit. You're going to use CapCut. CapCut is completely free, but if you realize that there are some things which are closed up, maybe some filters you cannot use, then you have to pay for it. It's super cheap. You can go for CapCut Premium, super cheap. I'm going to link down all the links below. You can use them. Then we need to organize our thoughts and ideas where we're going to put our content ideas and stuff like that. You're going to use Notion for that. I have a completely free Notion template for content creators, which is linked in my bio. You can go there and download it for free. So we are going to get used to Notion. And if you want to learn about how to use Notion, I have a free complete Notion tutorial that you can actually watch. And finally, we will need to create a website. If there is a need for that, you're going to use Wix. These are the 4 main tools that you need, and they are completely free. And for other tools as well, you can check the link in my bio to know all the tools that I'm using for my content creation. Let's go. Day 5 of teaching you how to create content online and to build your online business. Consistency is key. This is what you have to do. You got to stick to a plan, create as much content as possible. There is a concept of quantity and quality. Now, quantity leads to quality in content creation most of the time. You got to create more content because your first 100 posts and your first 200 posts even might suck. So you just have to create more. The more you create, you redefine and you try to polish some aspect of it. Maybe you will learn how to speak properly. You will learn how to write good script. You learn how to edit it properly. But you got to put in the reps. You got to do more so you can see the changes coming in. So don't waste too much time in one particular aspect. All you need to do is to create as much content as possible. Don't wait for too long. Just put in the reps. Post, reels, carousels, try all of them. Try everything. Let's go. Day 6 of teaching you how to create content and to build your own online business. Today we are talking about research and analysis. With time, we are becoming more strategic and tactical about our steps because we are not just going to be throwing balls against the wall so hoping that it sticks. We got to be strategic. We are going to find 5 industry leaders in your field. Let's say you are in the field of personal development. You're going to look up to some people like Ali Abdal, Danko, and all these other great content creators. You can use Excel or Notion, put their names, write down the content that they're creating, look at what they are doing, start to analyze and organize and look at what they are creating, the way they are messaging themselves, the way they are coming across to be. You are going to pick them as an example. And when you see a post that you like, you're not going to copy, you're going to improvise on their post and do something in your own style. This is when now you are becoming strategic and not just throwing sticks against the wall or just trying to see which one is going to stick. You're just going to look at them and understand that these are industry leaders. They have come before you and they are doing something which is working. Therefore, it might also work for you. Day 7 of teaching you how to create content and to start building an online business. Now, after we have learned how to create content and we are following the industry leaders, what I want you to do is simple. You're going to look at the product that these people are creating, the services that they are creating. It is so early for you to start creating a product, but all you need to do is to be strategic from day one that you know exactly what you are supposed to be moving towards. That will help you redefine your messaging and how you come across. If you're going to come across as a coach or someone who will help others, it will show and reflect in your messaging and the way you approach your audience and how you're building the right audience. It is far more important and profitable to have loyal followers and people who are interested in what you're talking about than to just go viral and gather people who are not interested in what you're doing. And this can be done and can be controlled by you because of the messaging that you're doing. So you are strategically putting yourself right in front of the people who will have the ability to work with you or you would like to work with. So this is where you're now going to look at the services and the products and the person you're going to be in the next future with your content and with your online business, and you begin to reverse engineer it in your messaging, in your content, and in everything that you do. Let's build your first service and product so you can start making money. Today is day 8 of teaching you how to create content and to start your own online business. In the info service business, you would either be selling a course, a membership, ebooks, or you are selling one-on-one coaching or group coaching to people. For this, we need the right technology and tools for that. It is so easy. If you want to create a course, you might go for platforms such as Kajabi, Teachable, and School, or you can use another platform called Skillshare. But you can also go for a very simple option like Udemy, where you can put your course there and it helps you out. If you want to learn more about this, I have a course that's going to teach you exactly how to create a course. Check the link in my bio. If you're going to be selling a one-on-one coaching or group coaching, you can also use a community platform like School. If you want to sell one-on-one as well, you can still use a platform like Gumroad. You might need to send newsletters. You're going to use Gumroad. You might need to sell some ebooks. You can use Gumroad. Gumroad is one of the best tools that you can actually use to get started. I think it's one of the easiest thing to use, and there are other platforms as well, but you have to pay ahead of time. So I think for the ease of entering into such a field, use Gumroad for that. For a complete in-depth of all the tools that I use, you can check out the link in my bio. I have a video that teaches you all the tools that I use that you can also get started with. Let's go. Creating your first digital product is not difficult. An ebook, a course, a coaching call, one-on-one or group calls is not as difficult as you're thinking because it is much easier to do that without spending any dollar at all. And even the resources you're going to use and the places that you're going to host them, there are free options for doing that. This is going to be a long, particular process. That's why I've created a completely free tutorial on how to create a course from start to finish, from researching, developing the curriculum, and all the way to publishing it on a site where you can sell. And every month they're going to pay you. It's as easy as you can imagine. Selling an ebook, I've also done a free course on teaching you how to create your own first ebook, how you're going to research, how you're going to come about it, because I already have over 24,000 plus students and I have created over 24 ebooks. I have over 10 plus courses that are selling on Udemy. So, dear friends, if you need help, you can just click the link in my bio for a completely free tutorial on how to create your first digital product so you can start making money online. If you are new to online business and content creation, all you gotta do is to follow Gamilinex and click the link in my bio to start checking out all the free resources and the tools that I've created over there. Starting an online business has never been easier, especially in 2025. And I create courses, videos, guidance, and steps on teaching people how to get started. If you need a personalized help as well, there is a link in my bio you can click. Book a call with me, and I'm going to guide you through the process so you can have your own personal brand running and start making some dollars online. All you got to do, click the link in the bio, join the free courses, resources, analyze them. And if there is a need for you to book a call, go ahead and book a call, and I'll see you in the call. Let's go.